Initiating startup sequence.
This is AMIR Design's amazing D60. Contrary to all the previous models, which are relatively simple, D60 is as elaborate as it can be. The original inspiration comes from nature. It could be implemented as simple as a single user single task, or as amazing as it seems, multi-users can benefit from it too. The two modules of the unit consist of the upper one, which is mostly the displays, and the lower one that is covered by keys, controls, and etc. There are 4 sides to the smartphone, and of the 4, there are 3 displays allocated, 1 to each side. The center display is fixed, while the other 2 could be opened up or kept in fold-back position. The center side is also referred to as the main side. Here, on top of the main side and to the left, is a multi-stacked diamond-looking LED for visual alerts. In the middle is the main side ear set assembly in a box, and to the right is the secondary camera, mounted on a rectangular base for video calls. This part is mainly occupied by accessed easily buttons on the upper half, the blue diamond-shaped merged keypad, and the rest of button field is on the lower half. Starting from the top left are the first red, second green, back, and the first set of red QSQC button looking like a bow tie, FPS assembly on the lower center, and then from top right are the first green, second red, C, and the rectangular blue EXO buttons. There are 4 sets of microphones to the unit, 1 set to each side. The lowest part of the unit is a 4-legged stand. Here is the first microphone set. Below the displays and to 3 sides of the 4, there is a surround sound quality loudspeaker, 1 to each side. Here is the first one. This is the main display, capable of both multitasking as well as a single use. All 3 displays to the smartphone are multi-touch types. Moving to the left, on top here is the left side ear set assembly in a box. On the lower part, here are volume adjusters, screen off-on button, lock-unlock switch, and HDMI port. Over onto the stand here is the second microphone set. Above is the second loudspeaker. Here is the left side multi-touch display. Looking at the right, on top is the right side ear set assembly in a box. At the lower part is the music center. The buttons are back by 1 folder, music repeat, and the music volume adjusters. Music center's quad-directional buttons are the left arrow is back by 1 track, the right arrow is jump to the next track. The arrow pointing upward is jump back by 10 tracks. The arrow pointing downward is jump forward by 10 tracks. Then are the play and pause, music full stop, and music scroller. On the very lowest part is the third microphone set over onto the stand. Up above the lower module is occupied by the third and the last of the 3 loudspeakers. Here is the right side multi-touch display. The main purpose of having a triple display smartphone is to employ either one, individually or all as one, as they are to be described in the followings. The first of the 2 great features. Specific to this model is when a crowd of several users wish to enjoy the same show on this very unique smartphone. They would do so conveniently because it is possible to assign the same task onto all 3 displays individually and simultaneously when the displays are locked in place and angled toward different directions. Another exclusive feature of the model is when the 3 displays come together near seamlessly, forming a noticeably larger, grand display. By default, when the triple display formation is enforced, all 3 would activate their multi-touch functions, which is heavenly for movies and internet surfing. The original idea of the peacock design is mainly due to this very feature, which is harmonious with the flapping of such a magnificent bird's wings. The lower module is fully rotatable and is bidirectional. On the 4th side of the module here is a comprehensive QWERTY keyboard. Behind the main side here is the main camera assembly that includes the lens shutter, the lids, and 2 LED flashes. Hanging from the upper edge is the holding band that could be implemented either from the first band slot on the right or the second band slot on the left of the main camera assembly. Moving slightly below here sits a AMIR design logo on which is the cap to an ultra-powerful battery pack assembly that provides more than enough power to the unit for hours of use. The triple display formation refolds back as the peacock would flap back her wings, posing solid and in a majestic position. The rotatable lower module now turns 180 degrees, but at the reverse direction, demonstrating the unit's bidirectional capability that would provide a greater ease of use. In doing so, as it was mentioned earlier, now QWERTY keyboard comes to full view that includes the SB button beside carriage return, a second set of red QSQC, and a mouse ball. On the very lowest part here is the 4th and the last microphone set over onto the stand. Looking at the roof of the module above, the left side is charger PC connector, and further up is the holding band and the first band slot at the corner. To the right is the standalone power on-off button. On the right corner is the same holding band and the second band slot. Both band slots have cleared through to the main camera assembly side. On the lower right corner there is the headphone plug. On the bottom side here are the 4 diamond-looking legs that the unit stands upon. In between the 2 stands at the button field is ST switch. The enclosure of the unit, depending on the part, is made out of aluminum alloy or PVC. As seen, the highly decorative design of the smartphone is a thin layer over the casing, which is a very special synthetic material, quite like peacock feathers, that stimulates a very delicate sense of nature. The material is very soft but durable and is made in accordance with AMIR design guidelines and specifications.
Initiating shutdown sequence.